I got a lot of things to do, and I need my memory to do it.
The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray stars Samuel L. Jackson as a 91-year-old man who's losing his memory, but needs to get it back and finds a way to do that just in time to solve a mystery and other things about himself. I've known Sam quite a long time, as you can tell.
Literally a man who needs no introduction.
And yet, if I don't do it, they'll give me a hard time. So I watched you work on a script in a very special way. It involved colors that gave you a sense of intensity and tone.
I still mark my scripts the same way I was doing that day you were sitting next to me. I still write notes in the margins, purposes, and various things. Even though now they change scripts so much, it's crazy because when I do it, because once I've done it, I don't want to do it again. And then they start sending you new pages, and you got to throw away the old pages because they changed it. And it's like, I lost, and so you lose some of the things that you got or the spontaneity that you had when you did it. The process for me kind of remains the same.
Well, that would be particularly appropriate for this particular character, getting the thing that restores memory and losing what have you, that you really need to know exactly where you want to be at that moment in the script.
Not only that, we block shot this thing.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, there were 4 different directors, but they still got block shot. So we would go from episode 1 to episode 5, or episode 6, episode 2 to episode 3, and then episode.
And they do that primarily because it saves time. If you like in the same set or a similar situation, it's economizing, isn't it?
Well, it's sort of economizing, but it's also a particular set was built or a particular set wasn't ready, and so you have to bounce around and do stuff like that.
By the way, you are also the executive producer.
Right.
That gives you, well, you're a star, so that gives you some say. But when you're executive producer, no, you're shaking your head.
What do you mean?
Well, you know what I mean. You're the boss. You're the boss, man.
Sometimes.
When you're executive producer, to what extent do you then want to say, listen, guys, I'm sorry, but this is the way it's got to be?
I do what I have to do to economize and to get things done or to get things moving or to say, okay, we're not going to get this right now because we're not ready to do it. Can we just do something else? Or maybe we should do this while we're waiting to do that. So sometimes that happens.
Sam, it was good to talk to you again.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Always good to see you.
Flicks with Patrick Stoner explores the craft and culture of filmmaking that enhance our communities for television stations and websites around the country.